Okay. We outside. We outside. This should work now. How do I sound now? Is it better? Yes. See? Easy fix. Just had to switch to mono. Look at that. I'm a fucking legend. I'm so good. I totally did not have to Google how my own microphone that I bought works. Look at this. Also, isn't the mic quality so fucking good? It's actually so good. It's so good. I'm gonna use this thing for streams for strings too. It's gonna be beautiful. Wait a couple more minutes. Maybe not even a minute, like 30 seconds, 45 seconds. Let me just grab some stuff. I gotta change that sub goal. We'll talk about that later. Yeah, I upgraded my whole audio setup. I even have new headphones now. I have wired headphones. No more fucking latency when I'm working on music. Fucking Bluetooth latency. It's ass. Never use Bluetooth headphones. Just do wired. It's better quality anyway. Yeah. Like if I'm good, like if I'm just walking around like on the street, I'm just gonna use like wireless earbuds, right? I'm gonna use my AirPods. Like I'm not gonna have my headphone wires there. But like if it's in the desk, like I got the cord, I'm fine. Yeah, tethered to the desk forever. I can't leave. I can't get up anymore and move around, but it's fine. For music, it's better. And also just for like everything, honestly. Like Bluetooth, the connection is so annoying. I think I have like a fucking really long cord here. Like I have like a 15-foot too, because this came with. These are really fancy Audio Technica headphones, and they came with like fucking like 4 different cords that you can use. So there's probably like an extra long one in there somewhere. Sound works now. Awesome, awesome, amazing, incredible. Well, maybe we should start, right? Maybe we should start. I need some background music for this. It's like a little thing in the background. What are we gonna use? What should we use? Let me look. Uh, okay, well, don't click on the Nightcore playlist. Click on your own videos. I can't use any of that music. Like 2 seconds. Phew. Let's do. You know what? I love this one personally. Oh, also, you know what's super like? I totally didn't even think about it, but it's real. It's true. The 1 year anniversary of my fucking first album of Kobu Volume 1 was last Friday on the 27th. I released it 27th of August 2021. And yeah, last Friday was a year since. So that's cool. I don't know. I didn't plan anything because I was just like, oh my God, what the fuck is wrong with the bot now? Oh, why is the bot commands all fucky? Wait, special surprises of VTuber teas? I don't know. I can't speak on that. All right, all right, all right. Hold on. We're gonna do this the old-fashioned way. And we're just gonna put the video on loop. Can you loop a YouTube video? I've never even done that. I don't know, maybe you can't. For sure. Oh, you know what? I'll just have it autoplay like fucking Kobu videos. I don't want to figure out the bot right now. The bot is so fucking stupid. They changed all the commands. It's fucking horrible. Oh wait, I can even vote in the prediction? That's funny. Alright, let's get this shit. Alright, guys. So I wanted to do this stream today because I wanted to it's September now. Today's the first day of September. And I wanted to kind of, you know, do like a big sort of opening kind of stream, like kickoff thing, because a lot is changing in the D&D world. A lot is changing, and I think it's best to kind of summarize it, and then also like I want to kind of provide people like a really good entry point into the world so far, because I know that watching D&D on Twitch can be fucking difficult because it's constantly going and no one has time to watch all the campaigns, and so it's just like you're left constantly catching up and everything. So I want to put this out here because I want to not only show people what's coming, talk about kind of where we're headed, but also I want to kind of take a look back, kind of look at all the stuff that we did, and give people sort of a nice introduction, nice summary into things, and how things are, you know, how things are going, so that they can enter into the world. They can, you know, start watching and do all that, and then also give everyone the future. So you know how we have to do this shit. You know how we have to do this shit. We have to do it with a fucking bomb ass presentation. Like a bomb ass presentation. Damn, somebody spent $470 for that. It's not a VTuber to use. Controversial take? I don't know. So, uh-oh. There's an ad. Is this a bad time to start? Should we wait for the ad to go away? It's only 1 minute. I'm gonna turn off ads. I don't give a fuck about ads right now, and it's like... I want people to be able to catch this stuff. Yeah, get rid of the ads. There we go. I turned off ads for now. There was one running, but yeah, it's gone now. Anyway, so I think probably all of you know a little bit about Etunn and about what it is. You know, it's my content, it's my homebrew setting, it's my D&D stuff that I've been doing on Twitch for a long time now, and that's kind of like my big project on Twitch now. Music stuff I'm doing it on Twitch and I'm doing it on YouTube and stuff, but it's kind of ended up living on a lot of other platforms. But I'm doing the D&D stuff on Twitch a lot now, and Etunn has kind of become like this big thing, and it's become a really fun project for me, and something really just super fun for me to come back to all the time, and run, and, you know, have fun with people doing shit, you know. So Etunn, the floating islands in the sky above an endless ocean. You know, it's a world based off of exploration, off of discovery. It's as free a setting as you possibly could have it. I like to call it basically an open source setting rather than something like a living world or whatever campaign setting and everything. So it's basically this flexible, organic, evolving world that I can run games in, and players can run games with me, or other people can run games in it, or other people can take the lore, take the mechanics, take what we've built, and make something new out of it. And it's got a lot of yeah, it's D&D Skyblock, exactly, Helios. Um, it's got a lot of potential for you know people to put their own spin on things, people to run in different systems other than D&D. It's basically it's an open book, it's a sandbox, and that was my goal, was to create this world that's dynamic and that's engaging, but also super flexible and prioritizes like freedom and players feeling like they have the ability to do whatever they want. Um, so that's what Etunn is. It's a collection of islands floating in the sky above an endless ocean, and the possibilities are also endless. So, I've been running games in Etunn since October of last year on Twitch, and in those games, I've kind of been going through my own little story. Now, there are other people who will be running games or are running games in Etunn as well, and they have their own projects, their own storylines. This is my personal storyline. This is kind of like, we can call it maybe, big quotation marks, the main story or the headline story of Etunn. But really, it's just my story, and I'm the guy who created Etunn, so it's kind of like, you know. But again, it's just my project, you know. Um, all the campaigns exist within the same chronology. They exist sometimes at the same time, and they can affect each other. There's multiple campaigns, and it's this. We sub-DMs aren't allowed to destroy the world as hard as Kobu is. I mean, you are. It's just that it wouldn't be canon in my game, because then that would I have to still be able to, I have to still have a world to run in, you know. But so I think what we'll do this stream is we'll um have sort of like three sections, right? So we'll have, first we'll go over everything that's kind of happened. We'll kind of recap, previously on. Then second part, we will take a look at all of the new stuff that's coming to Etunn in the next chapter. And finally, at the end is the really fun part. After we get done with all that, the really fun part where I show you some things that I've never shown you before. So, I'm dividing my story in Etunn into chapters, and I've decided to call chapter 1 The Blossoming. This is all the campaigns that I've run up until this point. So since October of last year on Twitch, these are all the campaigns that I've run. You can watch these all. All the VODs are out. I'm going to get the rest of the VODs onto YouTube, I promise. I know there's a little bit of a backlog, but it's because I was traveling and just all over the place. But I will get it onto YouTube, and the entire chapter 1 will be available so that you can watch it on YouTube. So let's talk a little bit about how chapter 1's kind of organized and what makes up chapter 1. I like to divide it into two trios. Trio 1 is consisting of the campaigns Written in the Sky, Dream of the West, and A Murmuring Wind. And the second trio is the campaigns North Expanse, Meridian Dance, and Steel Justice. I ran most of the Trio 1 campaigns in fall of last year and spring of this year. And then Trio 2, I ran during the summer. And Trio 2 just ended a few weeks ago. I don't know if you can hear that dog fucking yelling outside my apartment right now. You can. I can see it moving. There's a fucking dog going nuts right now. So, Dream of the West and Murmuring Wind, also written in the sky, because those were the first ever campaigns that I ran in my world. Those were kind of like beta test campaigns. And I was kind of testing out things, kind of feeling my way around things. Written in the Sky was the first campaign I ever streamed on Twitch. And those were kind of like the introduction campaigns to Etunn, not only for my players, but also for me. Just kind of getting used to running in a new D&D setting and running in, you know, in that kind of way on Twitch as well. So the only one that you can watch is Written in the Sky, but that's the only one that you need to watch because that campaign is going to basically introduce all of Etunn to you. Yo, Sora, thank you for the follow. Yeah, R.I.P. Ia. If you know, you know. Written in the Sky is a pretty landmark campaign for me. It's the first campaign that I've actually ever finished as well. And ran for 15 episodes and was basically it's like the prologue to all of Etunn. Dream of the West and Murmuring Wind were offline. I didn't stream them. They were also really essential though, because they kind of helped me find my footing as a DM, kind of handling all of this. And yeah. Then after that, in the second trio during the summer, I ran 3 campaigns. We got North Expanse, Meridian Dance, Steel Justice. And those were smaller stories that were kind of allowing me to explore different parts of the world rather than just kind of this overarching sort of intro to Etunn. They're all essential, I would say. They're all great campaigns. I had a ton of fun running them, and they had amazing players in them. But they are more self-contained, and they're smaller. They're actually shorter than Written in the Sky. They're all 10 sessions or under. So Written in the Sky, basically, the way it starts is it starts in the eastern region of the continent, and it's this village of the owl folk, the Komodo. They send out a letter asking for help because the elder of their village needs assistance from whatever outside parties. And so that's how it all starts. Pretty simple, but I promise you it'll get much more towards the end. It's fun. North Expanse is all about how the owl folk of the east, they go up to the polar region, which is this really cold and harsh region in the north of the continent, and it's super difficult to live in, super dangerous. They go up there and they try to colonize that area, and it's like the first ever colonization of that area that they ever do. So North Expanse is basically the party. They go and they try to help the owl folk of the east colonize the Scarce, which is the polar region of Etunn. Meridian Dance is kind of a very strange campaign. It's an experiment, and it's one that I feel like was just a overall really a success, and I'm super proud of it. It was a big risk for me. It's kind of a weird campaign, honestly, but I'm telling you, it's great. It's sort of like an experiment with surreal D&D. And the hook for this one is the lemur folk, the Maasai. They have a village in the jungle region of Etunn, which is in the southwest, and they have a coming of age ritual that they have to undertake, but they need help. They need guardians, and so that's what Meridian Dance is all about. Finally, Steel Justice happens after Written in the Sky. There's a disaster, which I won't kind of talk about a lot yet, called the Black Storm, which goes through the city of Morenslook, which is the capital of the owl folk, and devastates it. And basically the city prison is destroyed, and so all of these criminals escape, and there's these adventurers that have to go and round up all of the criminals that escaped. There's an order for watching chapter 1 if you're interested. You don't have to watch it in that order because they weren't run in that order, but it will kind of give you an idea of how things kind of go, maybe in the chronology and the timeline. North Expanse happens first, then Written in the Sky a few weeks later. Meridian Dance happens almost immediately after Written in the Sky, and Steel Justice happens a couple weeks after Written in the Sky. You can watch all of this either here on Twitch in the videos or on my YouTube channel for Etunn. Etunn has its own YouTube channel, which you can find linked. It's also on my YouTube channel. Like, there's a link to it. There's a VOD's channel, and then they're also all here. All right, so let's talk about Chapter 2. Chapter 2 is the chapter that we're entering into this month. And it's basically the next phase of the whole story, and it's called The Dance of the Shades. So I should explain the Shades because they're an integral part of my story in Etunn, my personal story. The Shades are these primal forces that are sort of a little bit indescribable, a little bit abstract, but they emerge every 999,999 years. And they come out, and they sweep over all of Etunn, and basically reset everything. They destroy everything and reset it again. Now, the reason for that is so that Etunn cannot progress past a certain technology point. My world of Etunn is a super low technology setting, like literally just fresh out the tribal stage, Bronze Age technology. And the Shades ensure that this is the case. Every 999,999 years, they come out, and they sweep over everything, and they put Etunn back. They reset the tech level. They reset all life. And things happen again, and it's a cycle. So the Shades are kind of like the overarching sort of, I guess, story idea of what I'm doing in Etunn. But I should say that also that a lot of what I do in Etunn kind of revolves around the players. And yes, the Shades are really important things, and they're big deals. But they're not the only thing, right? Everything's going to revolve around the players, and the Shades are just kind of a way for me to give the players something interesting. Maybe the players want to fight the Shades. Maybe they want to keep the cycles going. Maybe they don't want to do anything with the Shades. Maybe they don't care, right? Basically, Reapers. Exactly. See, I'm glad you saw that, because literally that's like anytime I explain the Shades to people, I just go, the Reapers. Exactly. It's the Reapers. The Drip Squad. Is that what we would call your party now? The Drip Squad? It was fitting, though. Yeah, it's all Mass Effect. Seriously, it is. It's all Mass Effect. All right, so let's talk about the campaigns that are coming to Chapter 2. There are 3 campaigns. Each of them deal with one of the 3 Shades. The first one is Altered Shadow, which is a direct sequel to Written in the Sky. Altered Shadow is going to be starting up, I project, next year, probably early next year. It deals with the Shade called the Blackstorm. So the Blackstorm, the thing that devastated Morin's Look, that's one of the Shades. And Altered Shadow is a campaign kind of based around the Blackstorm. The next campaign is Broken Light. Broken Light is a direct sequel to the Dream of the West campaign, and it deals with the Gray Shade, also known as the Memory. Then we got Fractured Soul. This campaign is a direct sequel to the North Expanse, so same party, and it's going to deal with the White Shade, the Hive. So everything in Chapter 2 is kind of revolving around not just these campaigns, these 3 Shades campaigns, but another campaign, which is kind of separate from this little trio of Shades campaigns. So I have a date, September 18th. That's when my campaign. So I put out a message not a long time ago, maybe like a month ago, I don't know, about getting some like exclusively artists and musicians to play in a D&D campaign in Etunn, and that was Path of the Lost. So Path of the Lost, this is all the people that are playing in it. I love these people; they're great. We already had session 0. I'm super excited. The character art looks insane because everyone, is just like fucking go to artist. Our start date now, I can finally say, is September 18th. So that's when we're gonna be starting the new campaign. And this is the first ever campaign that's going to start in chapter 2. So this is going to kick off chapter 2. So definitely, I would say tune in on September 18th, not only for this stacked party, but also for the launch of chapter 2. This campaign also takes place in a region that we've never seen before, which is Eulalia, which is the home of the Mothfolk people. My little guy in the center right, in the right lower right corner, that's kind of what one of the little moth people in my world look like. They're called the Ailey, and they live in this region called Eulalia, and that's where Path of Lost is. So it's a new region we've never explored before. But I got another date for you. September 20th is when Broken Light starts. So Path of Lost is going to start 2 days, or not 2 days later. Yeah, 2 days later. I'm right. 2 days later, Broken Light, same week, starts up. So we're kicking off chapter 2 with Path of Lost and Broken Light, Altered Shadow and Fractured Soul. I'll let you know when those are starting later on. I have a life outside of D&D, so I'm like super busy. That's why I'm not doing all of this at once. But we will get to Altered Shadow, we'll get to Fractured Soul. It'll be great. Path of Lost, Broken Light, that's what we're running on right now. It's going to be sick. The Broken Light party, you're going to love them. I went through all of Dream of the West with them. They're insane. It'll be really fun. Tune in on the 18th and the 20th of this month. Okay, so not only are there new campaigns, but one of the big things about Etunn is that I have this whole team, like that of people that I kind of just bounce ideas off of and give me ideas and also give me stuff, and work on Etunn with me. And what we've been doing is we've been tooling the world and kind of adding some stuff as we go along. And that's one of the cool things about Etunn is that it's constantly in development. There's constantly new things being added. We have a ton of different systems, like for travel, for crafting. There are new systems being added. Races all have like feats that are exclusive to those races that are homebrew. There's a lot of homebrew races. All the base classes have special abilities based on what race you pick. There's origins. There's you can run into randomized plants and animals and weather that changes based on where you are in Etunn. There's mechanics for all of this that's set up, and I didn't do it alone. I could not do it alone because it's a lot of fucking numbers and shit. So I have a big ass team of people who are drawing art, people who are going over my homebrew, making sure it's not broken and busted, writing lore. So I really just want to shout out the team before I get into all this. So this is all the new stuff that's coming to Etunn for chapter 2. There's also going to be other stuff that's not even listed here. I just can't talk about it yet. All right, let's go down. First off, I'm adding a new race to Etunn. I'm adding the Tauniki, which are the Bat People, created by Nat 20. I am fortunate to have Nat 20's blessing to add them because I think they fit really well in Etunn. They're going to be added to Etunn. There's going to be new class features for them, new feats for them. Everything they're going to be a complete part of Etunn, and you can play them. You can choose them as a character. We're adding a new mechanic called Ritual Grounds, where all around Etunn there are going to be ritual grounds that manifest a strong connection to the spirit world of Etunn. And you're going to be able to perform rituals at these grounds as a player, and you can do divination rituals, gain information. You can empower artifacts, craft powerful weapons and armor, destroy dangerous weapons and armor or items. You can heal people, revive people. The ritual grounds allow you to kind of have like a location where you can go to get a benefit. There's a new class coming out, or subclass, I should say, Warlock of the Shades. That's pretty self-explanatory. It's a warlock where the Shades is your patron, or one of the Shades is your patron. This class is actually really cool because the abilities change based on which shade your is your patron. So you could be a warlock of the memory, of the Blackstorm, or of the Hive, and based on which one you are, your abilities are going to change. Shades Warlock Patron, already said that. Galewind, Galewind's a new region that you can originate from in Etunn as a character. So Etunn has regions of origin, which basically you can pick them when you create your character, and they give you benefits based on like where you are from in Etunn. And one of them is Galewind, which is a new settlement that was founded actually by the players of the North Expanse campaign. So the end result of that campaign was a new settlement in Etunn that people can travel to in the scarce now, and a new origin for people to choose from. There's a new warlock patron as well, Imona. She is a water spirit that you can actually encounter and watch in Meridian Dance. So if you want to learn more about her and what she is, you should watch Meridian Dance. There's an updated world map. There's some updates to the Western Kingdom region because of things that happened during Dream of the West. And we have some more lore that you can browse on World Anvil. There's lore for art now. There's lore for religion. Both of those, I got a shout out to Kaimas for that. Kaimas wrote all of that shit. It's great. We're expanding a bunch of like the base and fundamental lore around Etunn, and this is part of just the larger project to kind of build out the whole world, give people a big, really solid starting point. There's a new lore page for the Ailey race, the Komodo race, and the human race. So you can learn more about what the cultures of those races, all the info that you need. We got some more art. We got official Nightcry art, which I've shown on stream before from Joey K. The Nightcries are a special predator unique to Etunn. They're a special encounter that you can sometimes encounter when you're traveling. We got official human art from Kermit Rube, which I'll show. And Foe, shout out Foe, is doing plant designs for Etunn. Now, I mentioned that there are plants that you can find that change based on what region you're in. Foe's doing art for all of them. So the idea is that hopefully at the end we'll have a big codex of like plants and shit, and there's also mushrooms, so plants and mushrooms and animals and stuff that you can flick through and you can find out info about. Couple of mechanical stuff. I updated the languages page. There was a bug in Monk's Stunning Strike. I don't know why I called it a bug. It's not a fucking video game. But Stunning Strike was imbalanced, so I fixed that. There's updated languages. There's new feats. There's new feats that are specific to only homebrew races. So there's a lot of feats that you'll never see in any other D&D worlds. They're specific to only Etunn. And of course, a bunch of updates to reflect what happened in Chapter 1. I'm still working on the dueling mechanics, which are basically PvP mechanics. I can't tell you when those will be done. I'm working on them with Empo. Empo's helping me out with that a lot, so I'll tell you more about that when I have more info. And I want to add Aasimar shifters and changelings to Etunn, and I'll have more info about how I'm going to do that later on. All right, what's next? I forgot the next slide. Oh, okay. All right, we got some sub goals. So here's the deal, right? I make enough money. I don't need money. But Etunn needs money, not me. All of the subs now from Twitch, like all of the sub money, I've just basically decided I don't get much from Twitch anyway. I'm a very small channel. I've decided to just throw it all towards Etunn at this point because I'm making a lot of bank right now in other areas of life, and I don't need Twitch bank, I mean, it's only going to be like, what, $15 a month? It's not even going to be that much. So I'm just going to build that up and put it towards Etunn. But I also kind of want to, be serious about it and grow Twitch and kind of get that Twitch grind going for Etunn. So all the sub goals now are going to reflect things in Etunn, and they're like, once we hit sub goals, we're gonna release stuff in Etunn and release stuff for the community and kind of give people, I think, a better reward for their sub than just I don't know, like whatever. So Now that said, I'm not gonna take the skirt pick out of the picture. I'm not gonna betray you like that. But we'll never get there. At 10 subs, I'm gonna release a new expansion pack for Etunn, a subclass expansion pack for the Shaman class, which is basically clerics. And at 15, we'll do one, but it'll be for both druids and spirit warriors, which are Etunn's equivalent to paladins. At 20, I'll do a big lore Q&A stream where you can ask me anything you want, and I'll try to answer it to the best of my ability without spoiling anything about Etunn. At 25, I'll run a special one-shot for Etunn community members. We'll probably do a random lottery like we did earlier in the year for people who want to play in that. So at 25 subs, I'll run a special one-shot. And at 50, 50 is a lot for a channel of this size. This is a long-term goal, like a long-term in that it'll take a long time to make, but it'll happen, I promise. If we hit 50 subs, I'll start working on a little module for Etunn, like to be run in Etunn. Basically like Curse of Strahd, like fucking, I don't know, whatever other modules you like to play. But it'll be a module in Etunn, and it'll be basically a ready-made adventure for anyone, you know, and we'll release it. Maybe we'll, I don't know, release it on DMs, guilds, places like that, you know, who knows, whatever. You know, we'll figure it out. But at 50 subs, we'll make a little module. Also, I have a follower goal because I'm creeping up on 300 followers. Like I'm like what, like 40 away, 39 away. It's not that bad. If we hit 300 followers, I will unlock a special legendary beast. Now, this legendary beast, I will tell you, it's going to be a big one. And I'm going to have it kind of be an open challenge to any player currently in Etunn. So players from anywhere in Etunn can, you know, come in. They say, I want to fight the legendary beast. And we'll have a giant, you know, multi-party size boss fight against this legendary beast. And it's an opportunity for the players to maybe earn some benefits from the legendary beast. So I want to show you some of the new art that's coming to chapter 2. We got humans. Look at them. That's Kermit Rue right there. That's Joyce. I love Joyce. Look at this shit. That's what humans look like in Etunn. Like, if you're a human in Etunn, you sexy. Like, that's just it. Like, you're not... It's not even, like, you're just sexy. You're not ugly. You're sexy. By default. This is Eldar concept. Our Eldar are a race of humanoids that are made up of something that looks like rocks. And they're a very unique race. Kind of weird. This is concept art for the Eldar done by Nan. Shout out Nan. We're working on this. This is a work in progress, by the way. Yo, shout out Nan. What's up? I see you. Yeah, so this is Eldar. I want to show you this. This has never been seen by anybody. This is the first art of Eulalia, and Tom's doing this for me. This is the big Ailey home tree in Eulalia. So this is the nexus of the Mothfolk Society, and Tom is doing this art for me. Big shout out, Tom. Love Tom. All right, what's next? Oh, yeah. Okay, so on October 24th, we've actually been doing Etunn for 1 year, which is kind of crazy. I didn't know that that was the case, actually, until very recently. But yeah, the first episode of Written in the Sky literally aired on October 24th. So that's that's 1 year. Like, that's a long time. So what I think is I'm gonna do something. I have a few ideas, but I need suggestions. So, you know, anyone who has suggestions, just shoot them at me because I need ideas. But I kind of want to do something special. I want to do a little celebration for 1 year. Oh, I can show your character art for Eldar too? All right, hold on. All right, you know what? I'll show it after all of this because I gotta set up the presentation. But I love it. I actually love it. So stick around to the end because I gotta show you this. I gotta show you fucking Homura's character for Path of Lost. It's so good. So yeah, we'll do something for the. We'll do something. Oh yeah, I can show Moss too. I think I got Moss in, like kicking around in my computer. Um, we'll do something for a year. It'll be fun. Okay, so let's talk big things. Let's talk future. There are going to be multiple chapters, and I don't know how long the chapters are going to be. So chapter 1 was like almost a year long, and honestly, I feel like chapter 2 could easily get longer. So it's my story in Etunn, like what I'm doing in terms of the campaigns and everything. It's going to take a while, uh, but I do kind of have a vision of where I want to go further. Granted, okay, I'm a super flexible DM. First of all, I do not have a linear end goal that I'm working towards. I'm feeling everything out. I'm doing a lot of things based on what the players give me, and I'm really honestly improvising a lot of things along the way because I feel like that's how a D&D story should be done. Um, there are a number of different ways that things could turn out. There are a number of different ways that things could end, but I really cannot say how they're going to end at this point. We're literally just finished the first chapter. But I know what I want to do for chapter 2, and I have a little bit of an idea of what I want to do for chapter 3. So I can tell you right now that chapter 3 is going to be called Luminous Purpose. And I'm just going to say that, like, chapter 2, it's already kind of getting big, but chapter 3, I really want to kind of expand the scale of what we're doing with the campaigns to something a little bit even more ambitious. And I can also tell all of the players that, um, if you stick around until chapter 3, um, there's definitely going to be things possible that you thought, that were just not possible in chapters 1 and 2. Like, because um, at that point, we can get characters to the teens in levels, and that's big. Right now, the highest level party in Etunn is like level 5, 6. Um, and by the end of chapter 2, I would say we're probably at level 10, if not the teens. So you can only imagine what chapter 3 is going to be like for, for players that have been around since chapter 1. Um, plus, by that point, um, the team might be expanded. There might be way more DMs. I mean, Etunn, I don't even know. I have no idea. It, we'll see. Again, this is just like a passion project for me, and I'm just kind of just feeling it out. I'm just kind of doing what I want, and throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks. So, but it's gonna be great. I'm telling you. Also, I can tell you something. I can tell you that I have a plan for how I'm gonna start off chapter 3. So, the first campaign that I want to run in chapter 3, and you'll know that we're hitting chapter 3 because I'll start talking about it again, is the Trials of the Edge. And I won't talk about what it entails because I just can't say, because it's so far away. But so we have chapter 2, we have Path of Lost, Arthur Shadow, Broken Light, Fractured Soul, all those stuff, bunch of stuff in between. We go through chapter 2, everything, and then we hit Trials of the Edge and we're in chapter 3. But when that is, I can't say. Yeah. So, that's all I have for Etunn right now to show you. Um, I'm really excited because I feel like I know what I'm doing. Like, you know, in the beginning, I was just kind of like feeling things out, kind of freestyling, but now I really do feel like I know my direction for the first time. And I've kind of gone through running a lot of campaigns on Twitch now so much that, like, I feel like I can sit down and like run a game, and you know, like I feel like I've gotten into the groove of things. So now I'm kind of gonna try to push the envelope a little. I'm gonna try to take a little bit more risks, and you know, hopefully will and kind of expand my reach a little bit, and hopefully will, you know, it'll be good. No, we'll see how we do. And like I said, everything that I'm doing is kind of in the point of it is so that it's going to be the best player experience that I can offer. So whatever happens along the way, you know, whatever the players want, you know, whatever input they can provide, you know, I'm gonna just I promise that I'll have my ears open and we'll figure things out. You know, it'll be a group effort, it'll be a team effort. So but yeah, that's all I have for Etunn. But I wanted to talk a little bit about stuff outside of Etunn for a second, because I do other things. And oh, before I do that though, the music stopped right on time, dude. That was fucking crazy. I want to show you some Eldar art. This is one of the characters, Path of Lost. This is Hamora's character. Hold on, that's not my music. What the fuck? There we go. So this is Hamora's character, Path of Lost. You're gonna get to see this. This is an Eldar. Another example of what Eldar might look like in Etunn. This is Rashagog. This shit is so fucking cool. Hold on. Wait, look at this shit. Man, it was like my fucking best idea to just do like an artist campaign, because everyone's just gonna have insane character art. Look at this shit. That's an Eldar fucking Spirit Warrior Paladin right there. Look at that shit. I got Moss somewhere here too. Wait, let me show you Moss. Moss is another Eldar, because you get an idea of what the Eldar look like. Because these motherfuckers are literally rocks. Like, that's literally what they are. Oh my god. Oh shit. I dragged a bookmark by accident. Do I have Moss kicking around? I don't know. My file is not working. I don't know if I can show Moss. God damn. I'm gonna look in DMs. But yeah, so I did want to talk a little bit about what's happening outside of Etunn and kind of what I have planned and what's going on, because there's going to be a lot of other stuff that's happening as well. Etunn's one of like my passion projects, but I have a lot of passion projects, and um, I think the biggest one of all is just like the music shit and just all the shit that I do with music. Oh yeah, here's Moss. Found him. Look at Moss. He's so cool. Hey Empo, what's up? Moss is so cute. I love Moss. Fucking gremlin though. Crazy ass. But yeah, so I wanted to talk a little bit about my plans to become a VTuber. I guess you were kind of right in the prediction. You're right. Yeah. It was VTuber shit. So I haven't um I'll tell you right now, I don't have a date for the debut. But what I can tell you is I can tell you a little bit more information about what's going to happen leading up to the debut. Yeah, there you go. Because yeah, I do plan on becoming a VTuber. I think it was kind of inevitable because of, I mean, look at this shit. I mean, fucking, I'm a little PNG talking on screen. I mean, I've got to be a fucking VTuber. Look at me. I got perfect character for it. Um, but so the model is actually done. The VTuber model is completely finished. Um, Rigging is just being done right now, and I really have to like huge shout out to Stormrider. Stormrider drew my model and also is doing the rigging on my model. Um, Storm, literally, this is the first ever VTuber model that he's ever made, and the first one that he's ever rigged. He learned how to do VTuber model rigging just for this model, and oh my god, look there he is. Yeah, so he drew the model and he's working on the rigging right now. He estimates he should be done within September. Um, Now, you know, that doesn't mean that the debut is going to be in September. In fact, it means that the debut is going to be after September. But I can tell you that rigging's going to be done in the middle of September. Also, the debut, I've been talking a little bit about the debut and what I want to do with it and how I want to do it differently than everybody and all this vague shit. But now I can actually talk about my real plan for doing it. What I want to do is I kind of want to do everything myself. I want to, you know, have the model design. Obviously, I can't do the model design myself, so that's not by myself, but I want to, kind of have the whole aesthetic a certain way and the art direction a certain way. Storm's been really amazing with my ideas. Like he's just taken them and made them into things beyond anything that I could ever dream. And The most important thing of all for me, obviously, because I literally make background music, I make BGM for a living, um, is my own BGM. I want to make my own background music. So let's go back to the presentation. Um, I had an idea a while back for doing an album that was totally different than anything that I've ever done with Kobu. And like, usually like I've just done like D&D shit and I've done like hip hop shit, whatever, it was great. Um, but I think a lot of people don't know this about me and actually like I grew up on like dance music, on EDM, on house music, and that's actually what I started producing with when I was like 11, 12. I wanted to make like shit like Dead Mouse, Daft Punk. So my parents got me Logic Pro for Christmas. Thank God they did. And I fucking like started making dance music. So I wanted to make the BGM for my VTuber model be a dance album. And it's a kind of like the first album that I'm doing like sort of as myself, not as like Kobu, like if that makes any sense, but as who I am, like me, the person behind Kobu, like this is really how I like grew up. And so it's really it's an actual like, yeah, it's kind of like my own personal album. If I could, I'd put it under my real name, but it's also going out under Kobu. And what it is the album's a companion album to my VTuber. So a lot of people have like lore for their VTuber and shit and like lore video, whatever. I have the album, which is kind of like the story. And I'm gonna use it as my own BGM. But it's a big project, and there's gonna be a lot of things that go into it, and it's separate. Like consider it separate from the soundtrack stuff, the lo-fi stuff, whatever I did with the Wrecking Crew. Like it's separate from that. This is a different thing. This is like it's a different thing. I might play you. I think I'll play you a snippet in a second. But so the name of the album, is Akira, and I can't really say much more about it besides that. But I promise you that it's going to be something totally different, and it's going to be really, really fun. It's going to be super fun, and I've been working on it since I think right after Kobu Volume 2 came out, like literally since that. And I had all of these ideas. I had all these things that were kind of built up over the years. Like the anime movie, yeah. I had all these things that were kind of built up over the years, and I just kind of put them down. And I was on vacation. I was away taking break and stuff from things, and it just all came together. And honestly, this is like the fastest that I've ever put together an album. It's crazy. I was like churning out a track a day. I have a huge backlog of tracks for this album because like I just like dance music. I just love that shit. So not only am I pushing this through Kobu, but I'm also I have IRL friends. Newsflash. Whoa. No, but I have IRL friends, and I'm a musician IRL, and this is also kind of like my first production stuff that I'm kind of also pushing IRL. So it's a little bit of a crossover event. And yeah, I'm getting a lot of my friends to help me with it IRL. It's kind of like it's my own thing. So we'll get there. But the VTuber model will come with an album. That's basically the gist of it. The VTuber model has an album. Isn't that cool? There's also a whole lot of other multimedia stuff that I kind of want to do with the VTuber, but I can't talk about that yet because things are not maybe not so set yet, but we'll see. You know what? I think I want to play you a little snippet. How about that? You want a little sneak peek? You want a little taste of what the VTuber is gonna sound like? Because that's what it is. That's what my VTuber sounds like. How about we have a little sneak peek? And you know what I'll do? I'll delete it from the VOD. This is your only chance to hear it until it comes out. It's exclusive just for you, since you stayed all this time. Stayed this long. This is I would say one of my favorite tracks from the album.
What happened to forever? Now we're not together. I know it's time you probably need a break to see if you would do whatever. Night and day together. But baby, know that I'm good either way. What happened to forever? Now we're not together. I know it's time you probably need a break to see if you would do whatever. Night and day together. But baby, know that I'm good either way.
Isn't it so different? This is the kind of shit I was raised on. Daft Punk, house music, fucking Eurodance, old nightcore on YouTube. It's all in there. It's all in there. I'm telling you. Yeah, it's a really different thing that I've put out before. Like I've never put out like EDM and shit before, you know. A lot of my shit is inspired by EDM. Like a lot of the D&D music, a lot of the soundtrack stuff. It's inspired by dance music, but I've never really done like I mean I put out those two little house tracks just cuz, but like, you know, this is real shit. This is like yeah, it's different. And it's got a story too. Like there's actually a story. So, yeah, it's coming. It'll be I can't tell you when it'll be out yet. It'll be out soon though. I really want to get it out before the end of this year. That's like my goal before the end of this year. But yeah. So there you have it. Fucking Etunn, bitch. We outside. Chapter 2, bitch. Chapter 2. So excited. I'm so excited. You know, like I'm still super small creator, still super like tiny doing my thing, but honestly, like I'm so happy like where it's at right now because I can just do whatever, and I feel like everyone else who's working on shit in Etunn and who's playing in Etunn can also do whatever, and as long as everyone's having fun, honestly, I'm good. Like I feel good about where we're at, so you know I feel really good about where Etunn's at, and I yeah, I would totally like, now's the time. We've, Path of the Lost doesn't start until the 18th. We've got a lot of time to, if you'd like to catch up, if you're interested, if you're curious, you can go back. You can watch those VODs, um, kind of see what you're in for. I will caution you though, the first couple episodes are in this guy. My DMing is a little rough because it's like I'm getting used to streaming and DMing at the same time, and like it's kind of all over the place. But the players are great. The players are great. I kind of settle though after a couple episodes, and I get pretty good. But there's nothing like that fucking first session, man. I was like, what the fuck? There's too many screens. I got too many windows open. You know, like that's real shit. I gotta put those sub goals in, man. We're kind of like, what are we at? We're at 9 right now. Yeah, we're at 9. I have like a really bad short term memory. Oh, we're at 8. I see 9. Maybe it's 8. Maybe it just hasn't updated. Well, we're 2 away. How lost will I be if I start at the new campaigns without finishing chapter 1? Um, you won't be. Path of the Lost is kind of designed because I know that I expect a few new people will probably start at Path of the Lost. Path of the Lost is going to be a campaign where you can jump in right away, and it'll just go. Um, I wanted to do a really character focused campaign, so there's no prerequisite, like you don't have to know all this fucking huge lore to watch the campaign, because the players in Path of the Lost aren't going to know it either. We should throw up campaign summaries onto World Anvil. I would love to do that, but I would need someone else to write it because I'm full up, man. But I would I'll if you need me to make it something happen for it, I'll make something happen. Yeah, no, but Path of the Lost is also designed as a really good entry point into Etunn, because I know that all the players in Path of the Lost are completely new to the setting too. So obviously, I'm not going to just throw fucking deep ass lore at them and all this crazy shit right off the bat. I'm gonna ease them into things and I'm gonna let them have their own time. You know, like it's gonna be more about them. So I would say Path of the Lost, great entry point. Um, I would say chapter one, yeah, the way it was explained to us is going to be basically us exploring the world. Yeah, basically. I have a lot of things kind of set up, um, and it's I'm going to be freestyling. I'm going to be following what you guys do. So, but chapter one, yeah, like watch chapter one if you'd like some context. If you'd like, maybe you can spot some Easter eggs of Path of the Lost. Maybe you can, you know, to attack the Shades campaigns, Altered Shadow, Fractured Soul, Broken Light. Chapter one would be really great before watching those because those are uh, all sequels. They're all continuations. They're all pretty lore heavy, and chapter one's gonna make those a lot easier to understand. Also, fuck it, the chapter one campaigns are awesome, man. Like they're just good. Like all of those groups, all of those players, like those groups were fucking golden, dude. Like so we're one away from the shaman subclass expansion pack. We're one sub away. We're 6 subs away from the druid and spirit warrior subclass expansion pack, and we're like 11 subs away from the lore stream. So we're actually not that far. Um, you know, I'll put all these stuff, put all this info other places. It's gonna be great. Dream of the West was not streamed, so Broken Light will be confusing. Uh, yes and no. I mean, I'm gonna go into it. I know that Broken Light, or yeah, I know that Dream of the West wasn't streamed, so I'm kind of gonna try to make Broken Light not super. We'll do a recap, and I'll make sure that people have a reference point. That game thrive. Yes, they do thrive on chaos. I'm telling you, you've never seen a party like Broken Light. You will never see a party like Broken Light. That shit is crazy, bro. That shit is crazy. There's a lot of times that they've just made me go like, what? Like literally, like just like incredulous at their shit, dude. I love Broken Light. Okay, so woo, wow. The plan, the plan. I will send out a little stream schedule as we do. I know that on the schedule for this week it said I was streaming Saturday, but unfortunately I have to be somewhere. Sorry, I have to be vague, but I have to be somewhere on Saturday, so I cannot stream on Saturday, unfortunately. But I will be back next week, and I'm in my last semester of college. I have the world's lightest class schedule, so I will be trying to stream as much as I can, um, because I like streaming and I want to grow Twitch more and I want to do streaming. I keep saying this, but I'm like, I got a lot of things going on IRL, but especially with the VTuber model, want to get my money's worth, want to stream with it as much as possible because also it's going to be super fun. So thank you guys for sticking with me for the whole hour. Oh my God. Literally just me spouting shit, just talking about my own shit. I appreciate it. Hey, gamer guy. But yeah, I appreciate you sitting here and listening to me talk my shit for the past hour. How are you doing? What's going on in everyone else's lives? It's fucking enough about me. A lot of work. Me too. I just got paid though for my gig last week. My laptop burning my thighs right now. I understand. You should get a lap desk. Like they have a cushion underneath, but they have a wood top. I'm concept arting right now. Nice. Oh my God, I have so many fucking commissions to work on. College work, got sick, more work, listening while at the office, Everyone's working. It's fucking August. Everyone's working. I have one, but I'm not home. Ah, I see. I see. I see. Yeah, like sometimes I'll be super lazy and I'll be on my laptop in bed, which is a terrible idea. Like sometimes I'll be lying on my side and I'll just have my laptop turned on its side in bed because I'm that much of a fucking gremlin. It's September. You're right. It's not even August anymore. What the fuck? It's September. Bitches out here in September. It's crazy. August flew by so fast. I did so much this summer. I can't even tell you, man. I did so much. Like this summer was crazy. It was the most active summer I'd ever had. I walked like an average of 3-4 miles a day, which is kind of a lot for me because I don't like going outside. Wait, 20 days to the most to the longest day of the year or the shortest? I don't know what you said. I'm sorry. I used to do that, but when they accidentally dropped my laptop, oh no. Yeah, I'm amazed that my MacBook has made it this far, honestly, because I'm really clumsy and it's a fucking MacBook. Like, I'm just amazed that it's made it this far. It's kind of scary because like all like I mean the entire fucking Kobu like just all of Kobu music is on my laptop and it's just like yeah. Oh, the fall solstice. I'm just, my brain left. Yeah, just yeah. I know. I get you. I get you. Feel better soon. Feel better soon. Yes, the 21st day. I need to listen to more Earth, Wind, and Fire. I haven't in a while. You know, Earth, Wind, and Fire from Chicago? Yet another thing that the city of Chicago gave the world that we don't get credit for. Ever since then, I limit my gremlinness to having a tablet in bed. Yeah, I just like I feel like the phone can do everything nowadays, so I'd be on the phone all the time. I didn't even know that there was a fall solstice, to be honest with you. So is it just the straight up middle of fall? Maybe Chicago isn't so bad after all. Chicago's the greatest fucking city in the United States of America, but you all not ready for that conversation because none of you all are actually from Chicago. Anyone who's not from Chicago is going to be like, "What? How is Chicago the best city in the US?" Man, you just have to see. Like you just have to go on Google, go on Encyclopedia Britannica and look up all of the contributions that Chicago has made to the world, and you're gonna be like, damn, like everything is from Chicago. The solstices have always been the first day of the season. Okay, I don't know these things. Like I don't know these things. I spent my whole high school holed up in a practice room practicing like 2-3 hours a day on the cello. I have no life. I don't know any information. The solstice is the position of the planets thing. What? Literally a date on the calendar. Should be basic knowledge. Motherfucker, I don't know when Easter is. I don't know when Labor Day is. You know what happens? People go, "Oh, Labor Day's tomorrow." I go, "Oh, word?" That's what I that's what happens. I know Halloween is the 31st and I know Christmas is the 30th. No, the 24th, 25th, 24th and 25th. There we go. Not the 30th. I'm sorry. See, I told you. I don't know shit, dude. How are you a functioning adult? I am worried about other things other than a lot of holidays because holidays in the United States are kind of ass except for Christmas and Halloween. And what else? Juneteenth can stay. All of like the heritage months can stay. Nobody needs Columbus Day. We need Indigenous Peoples Day. My calendar is just music related events. Yes, my calendar is all gigs, lessons, and my parents' birthdays. Because I also forget my parents' birthdays a lot. I forget what day they're on. I know what month they're in, but I never remember what day they're on, and it's a big problem. So anytime those months roll up, I'm just constantly texting people, just texting my sister, being like, "Yo, gonna try to grocery shop this Monday and be mad confused. Why? What's this Monday? Is there something happening?" When people say Labor Day, I struggle because Labor Day is on a different date in other countries. Wait, Labor Day is on Monday for you, September 4th? That's not. It is on September 5th. Huh. Well, Labor Day's coming up. Happy Labor Day. Happy early Labor Day. We should have 13 months with 28 days, and February stays the leap month. You know what we should do? We should have Etunn months where there are no months, there's just seasons, and each season is 90 days long. Or 99, I forget. It's either 90 or 99. There's some lore for you. You didn't know that, right? You didn't know that, did you? The seasons are the only months, and it's like there's 4 separate points to the year, and the year is divisible by 3. Labor Day is on May. Wow. Okay. Playing Stardew Valley. So are the dates organized like that in Stardew Valley? Is that? I didn't watch anything. What I miss? Everything. Also, you missed exclusive music that you'll never hear again until it drops later on. That's fucked up. Yes, it is. Etunn's not an Eldar. It's fake news. Don't listen to them. That's the mainstream media pushing that narrative onto you. Etunn is not an Eldar. Reuters fact checkers have disproven that Etunn is not an Eldar. Shout out Spen. Shout out Spen for no reason other than showing up late. And also fucking having. I think Spen is the only character in Forgotten Tomb that is still technically alive. Yeah, everyone wants to kill God. I was talking to one of the players from Broken Light, which you'll meet soon. I love her. She's great. And she was like, I just want to kill gods. I want to open a restaurant and kill gods. And I was like, that's valid. Honestly, that's a valid goal as a player. I think I'm gonna believe Kobu after you. Yes, you should. I'm confirmed. I'm you should listen to the science. How is Spen 1,000 years old? DM me. I don't even know if Spen knows the answer to that question. I'm gonna let you know right now that Rashagak thinks Etunn is an Eldar because the people who taught him stories had a passing theory on it. Um, that's great for Rashagag. I I want to see now that scene where his whole theory gets turned upside down or not. The science says it's shaped like an Eldar. How is it shaped like an Eldar? Let me look at this fucking map. Wait, hold on. I gotta put the fucking music back on again. Because it's all silent. But wait, I gotta look at this map. How is this shaped like an Eldar, though? It's a fucking circle. Eldar, they have like little legs and shit, right? Hold on. Like, alright, hold on. How is this an Eldar? It's circular. With enough rope, we could turn it into a single island. That's assuming that you can move the islands with rope, which also no one has actually ever tried. So I cannot tell you whether or not that's possible or impossible. What do you mean? What do you mean you see it? Where is it? Just yank all the islands together. Yeah, but that you'd have to move the islands, and I'm curious to know how you would move the islands of Etunn. Not saying that you can't, but also not saying that you can. We're gonna find out soon. Yes, you are. We're definitely trying moving the island in Meridian Dance. Yes, but that was in the Meridian. Can you apply meridian physics to the real world? Maybe so, maybe not. It's a dead elder asleep for the moment. Yes, Etunn is completely based off of the Bionicle storyline. Yeah, John O'Wool took like a ton of meth and now he's alive. That's how he's alive. That's how he survived for 1,000 years. It's true. It's completely true. I'm Etunn. Moss is Etunn. Etunn is all just one little neural node in the brain of Moss. Yeah, that's the Bionicle story. The Bionicle story is that all the Matoran, all the Toa, all those islands, all of that shit was inside a gigantic robot that was created by aliens to explore the stars. And eventually, Makuta, the big bad guy, takes control of that robot, and Madanui, who's the original controller of the robot, has to go find a smaller robot and kill the big robot. And all the Matoran and the Toa evacuate that big robot and move out onto the planet. So all the Matoran and the Toa were basically just mechanisms. They're little cells inside the body of this gigantic exploration robot. Don't let him fucking monologue about. Yeah. Listen, I was like the world's biggest Bionicle fan as a kid. I still subscribe to some of these old ass Bionicle YouTube channels with like 50 subscribers on YouTube. Like Bionicle was like the shit as a kid. Like that was like, and I based a lot of stuff off Bionicle. In fact, a lot of the stuff that ended up kind of being in my D&D world originally, like there are some